Okay, assalamu alaikum. This is a case where we have half a crown. You've chosen the mesial as your surface that you want to keep intact, صح? Okay. Okay. Usually, is it mesial or distal? Usually, in cases clinical, it's the distal surface we keep, not the mesial. Now, this is just for practice. But the idea that we keep the distal because usually we want the retainer to retain a missing tooth anteriorly. Okay, sometimes the tooth is a bit tilted, so we usually preparing the mesially and leaving the distal. But the idea is just for practice, you have the option keeping the mesial or distal. But just to tell you, here we have to cross the middle. Why? Because you have to cross it a bit more even, because this is where we want to place our groove, the resistance groove. We said that partial coverage crowns need something to strengthen them and create the resistance form. So I want to place a groove here. The groove is usually placed in the middle. I could place, suppose this is all distracted and you might even reach with half of the crown, you might even reach up to here. You're okay. You leave only this part. So you're okay wherever you stop going closer to the contact area. But the idea is, if you're doing a half crown, if you're doing this part, at least bypass the half of the crown buccally and lingually. So you have to place a groove here. So you have some place to place a groove here, but you don't have it here. Okay? I prefer that you continue with the preparation, bypass the half of the tooth and put your groove here, and then join the two grooves by a slot or by a groove going over the closal surface. No, it is like this. Okay, thank you. Chamfer wise, chamfer is clear. Well, distally, yes, I could see the path of insertion. Looking at the camera, I'm trying to find a path of insertion. I'm tilting to the back and forth. I could find a good path of insertion here, but I've lost this path of insertion. That means you have an undercut here, okay?
Okay.
You have an undercut here. If I'm using this as a path of insertion, I've lost this one, the lingual one now. Okay, so now you don't have a path of insertion here, so you have undercuts. So try to tilt your bear in a way that you slightly do a very slight taper, because one of the differences I forgot to tell you about, that the taper in partial crowns is minimal. It's not like crowns. Okay, you make the surfaces as much as possible parallel, as much as possible. But here you don't have them parallel, you have them with undercuts. Okay, so I could not see the finish line altogether from one occlusal view, because the view I'm going down with the camera, you see, I'm going down with the camera like this. This is the same of the path of insertion. So I could not get a view where I'm seeing all of the crown all together. So you have undercuts, okay? Try to manage undercuts, but without creating a lot of taper. Partial coverage crowns are as much as possible parallel, not tapered, as much as possible. Thank you.